Hello and welcome to Off the Record TV. I'm Frankie Lane.
And I'm Steph Bear, and today we're going to be checking out a new up-and-coming band by the name of Mountain Tamer.
Listen, I'm so excited. They got a great vibe. They got great sound. And you know what? We're going to be interviewing them later on in this segment.
Awesome. But right now, let's check out one of their tracks by the name of Satan's Waitin.
Love it. Here goes.
This is from the first self-titled debut album, Mountain Tamer.
Talking about powerful. I mean, that was totally powerful.
It is. What an intro. Frankie, being a professional musician yourself, can you tell us a little bit about the instrumentation of the intro of this song?
Well, Steph, you know what? I love the tom sound. There's like a real low. There's a real low vibe that they're getting, but it's very punchy.
Right.
I love the bass guitar. Punchy, and it's just like, I mean, the drummer and the bass player are so tight. And then, obviously, the guitar comes in, and it's just mind-blowing. Yeah. And these guys, again, it's three-piece band, very powerful, very tight, and there's such a, I'm going to have to say, there's such a camaraderie with these three individuals, and they're just all vibing. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah. The intro really pulls you in. You want to hear more. That's what I really like about that.
Totally.
So let's listen to some vocals.
Yeah, let's do that.
Got in there. Awesome.
Steph, what did you think about those vocals?
The vocals really tell you where to go, and that's what I love. I love that, you know, it sends you right to a certain space and a certain place, and you can really feel it inside. So,
well, you know, but it's not really, I mean, you're not just a dancer. I mean, you're a vocalist.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
I love it. It's very chanty. It's almost like a chant.
It is. Yes, you're right.
It's almost like a chant. And I can see your choreography to this jam, actually.
Yeah,
I could really see that.
It would be amazing. Let's get to it. We have Mountain Tamer on the line. Let's do that live interview.
Let's do it. Here we go. Hey, here we are, Frankie Lane Studios live, and in the house today, we've got Mountain Tamer. Unbelievable. What do you think, Steph?
Unbelievable.
Okay, guys, you're on. Let's introduce ourselves.
Hello, I'm Andrew. I play guitar and sing in Mountain Tamer.
JC, I play drums in Mountain Tamer.
I'm Dave. I play bass in Mountain Tamer.
All right, guys,
Hi,
listen. Welcome to the show, and listen, we really appreciate you guys taking this time because you guys are a real traveling, touring, rehearsing band, and we really appreciate you guys being on the show and taking the time out with us here today. So, you know, questions that we have, Steph? What questions?
Well, the first question is, we've heard that your sound has changed a lot since last year's self-titled debut album. Tell us about your sound, your new style, and everything that goes along with that.
Well, on our debut album, we have a lot of like psychedelic elements, which we still have now, but we've kind of toned them down and kind of simplified our music and our songwriting.
Right.
And it kind of has like a lot of like 70s doom elements that we've kind of focusing on the riff is really what we decided. Yeah, and really just very, very like accessible and digestible songwriting, less complicated structures.
Right, and you know what, Andrew, it evolved from where? It evolved from somewhere. So what would you say, you know, from the past to now, what would you say how you guys evolved? And I would like to get each of you to answer it, you know, how that happened and how it came about.
I'll start, I guess. I mean, we all love rock and roll, and I mean, that's from the beginning to current, like everything that goes along with that blanket term that it's become. But I think we really like energy and like power and like heaviness, and we didn't always have the heaviness, but we had the energy, and we always like the kind of the reaction and how you can kind of take people off guard with psychedelic music, because you kind of are playing with the listener. You know, you're trying to toy with the mind a little bit, and I think that's kind of when we started. That was kind of like the core of what we wanted. We wanted to be loud, and we wanted to be weird and something that no one's ever heard before.
Right.
And we've tried to hold on to that as organic songwriting and not trying to be like, oh, we want to sound just like this band or just like this sound to get into this scene. It was just kind of organic and just natural.
Right.
Musical freedom.
Musical freedom. I like. Listen, love that. You know,
Elaborate,
yeah,
Casey.
Yeah. Well, going
Pass on
along
to
with
you there.
what Andrew said, now you know, we're way more simplified, and you know, the kind of music, the genre that we play. Not a lot of bands are, you know, running around the stage or, you know, very lively at all on stage, but we've kept that energy we've had since we started.
right.
And now, you know, we're unique in that sense that we're always doing something on stage. Like, we're all about the stage show and, like, making people into it.
Right.
Yes,
And that's
amazing.
like, a big difference between us and some other bands and what they're doing. Just we just love to keep that live energy, like, really connect with the fans.
Awesome.
Right. Dave, what do you think, Dave?
Yeah, I guess just the new stuff is a lot heavier. You know, a lot of you know, the same kind of like psychedelic sort of mind free, and then
Right.
Good work.
That's
Yeah.
okay. That's
Listen,
okay.
hey,
It's
we
a
got-
description word.
No,
like,
listen,
you know?
I love it. I love it. I love it.
A little more subtle of a mind.
Yeah.
mind-
Right. You guys are great. No,
Yeah.
that makes sense. You know, and the thing I love about it also, as a producer and as today, the indie market, not the big record companies, you guys definitely have an identity. And like you said, Andrew, you don't sound like anybody. I mean, there's definitely an identity there, and that's true. It really sounds like you guys are totally true to yourself.
It sounds.
And that there is like, to me, phenomenal. Again, another question I have, as far as the psychedelic, because even speaking with Dan over here, well, Frankie, they call it stoner rock, they call it this. So is that what we could call it, guys? Will you guys feel safe and call it psychedelic rock? Because there's so many names to it.
There's so exactly like you're saying. There's so many things. I mean, I think that's not necessarily the best. I think we have like a lot of psychedelic elements, but like at its core, I mean, we're like heavy. Like, I mean, stoner rock gets thrown around too. That
Right.
is kind of this. It's a fitting name and a somewhat of an unfortunate name because it's actually like really awesome, beautiful music, and it's like, you know, it's not directly related to marijuana at all.
Right,
It has
exactly.
a lot of common fans, I guess.
Right.
But
Right.
I mean, it's kind of like, I mean, man, it's hard to really describe.
I've always struggled to describe it.
Yeah,
Right.
I say right now, I say we're like heavy psychedelic rock or stone, like doom, like stoner
Doom,
doom.
yeah, because that was another
Yeah.
one, right, Dan? It was Doom, right, Dan? Yeah, that was
Yeah.
another one, yeah. Okay, listen.
Especially on the new stuff is very doom. Like, it's definitely kind of really taken some pages out of, like, you know, early Sabbath and like old prog bands like Captain Beyond and stuff like that.
Right. Well, I got to tell you, because I really love Wolf in the Streets. I really love that, guys. I mean, totally amazing. But also, I mean, there's definitely a big musicianship here, a camaraderie. What I understand is that you guys are that you guys have something in common outside of the music. If you guys can tell us what that is.
Well, yeah, I've known Dave here my whole life, and we started playing at the same exact time, but we all like skateboard, and that's been something that's really big for us. Yeah,
That's good.
And that's something, when we started as a band, it would be like before or after practice, we'd be skating for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, or something. And that's something that, like, I mean, I think especially with three-piece bands, chemistry is really important, like the most important, and that helps with the chemistry. Like, that's like, you know, we have that. You know, if we ever get mad at each other, we just go skate. It's like,
Spit it out.
Well, you know what,
Yeah.
Andrew, and also, like I said, I mean, I call you guys the power trio. Very melodic. I'm going to tell you. Riffy, you got that, but I'm going to tell you, very melodic. And you know what? I mean, you guys are a power band. I'm sure that the skating helps you guys jump around like crazy on stage. I mean, that's definitely great exercise.
Keeps you in shape.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Skating's hard.
Can you explain a little the feel of obviously one of my favorite songs, "Wolf in the Streets"? Can you give me a little bit of vibe how the song began? Did it start with a sound and you guys started there, or how did that song actually come about?
The start of it, like, which was much different than what it like became to be, but like I kind of just started with like the main riff, and I was like writing some lyrics. I was kind of like toying with different ways to write lyrics, and then, like, I started with like making up like total like fantasy scenarios of like werewolves and stuff in my head.
Right.
And I've been trying that and I really like doing that. And that song is about becoming a werewolf and not really understanding it. Like, it's a total like just like a made up thing. And I just have like a really simple riff, and then the way it kind of works is we'll do that, and then I bring it to the full band practice, and then it completely evolves into like a whole new thing. Wow. And we just kind of play with each other and like bounce sounds off each other.
Right.
I mean, and it kind of everything's organic a lot of the time.
Every song, the writing process is different every time.
Exactly.
Like, you can evolve out of a jam. Like, we've written the song like in one practice before, like 2 hours. That's part of it being organic. It just happens,
Exactly. And that's the beauty of obviously coming together and being really focused and really attached to each other, in that sense. Because like even as a musician myself, sometimes it'll take me 3 weeks to write a song. Other times it just happens in 10 minutes. Like, why it just happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I always find that songwriting is just so beautiful in general. It's just an amazing talent, and I've heard your song, and it's just amazing what you guys are throwing out there, and I can't wait to hear more. So,
thank you.
We understand that you are influenced by many different bands, such as the Queen of the Stone Age and Caius, featuring the acclaimed bass player Nick Oliveri, who will be sharing the stage with you February 10th with his current band Mondo Generator. Tell us about the show and tell us what we can expect.
Well, the show is on February 10th at Loaded Hollywood on Hollywood Boulevard.
That's next Friday.
That's next Friday from today.
Guys.
Not sure what this is airing.
Friday.
Yeah,
Tomorrow's Friday.
It's gonna be crazy. Well, we know this guy named Mark Lewis, who's in this band Doors to Nowhere, who's also playing. He was in
the Santa Cruz band.
Yeah, it's a Santa Cruz band.
Awesome.
He was in a bunch of bands back in the 90s, and he's known Nick for a while, and he asked us to play. But we're all huge fans, especially of Queens of the Stone Age, like been listening to since we were young, and influenced us a lot. And he is a big part of that because he's just a maniac, and he embodies everything that is rock and roll. Like, he is just
awesome.
a loose cannon. He's just kind of on the fringe of everything that. Yeah, he's really rad, and we're really excited to meet him.
Right, and
I'm just gonna try.
That's amazing.
That's Andrew. Honestly, because I didn't realize that my laptop was 3D. Because just to see your expression in the passion, you pretty much jumped out of that screen. I mean, I can just imagine. I mean, you're yay high. You're just learning. I mean, and you're playing with an idol pretty much, and you're actually going to be playing. I mean, listen, you jumped out of that screen, and I didn't pay for 3D, but I mean, hey, but just the passion that you guys have is just incredible.
That was amazing.
Incredible.
I'm excited for you.
They're, pioneers in stoner rock, desert rock, which, we really align ourselves with. So just to be able to meet someone who has such an effect on the whole genre is crazy for all three of us.
Wow.
Amazing.
And Dave, what do you got to say? Dave, you're totally excited because you just, there's that smile on your face.
He has a great smile.
Listen, Dave is pretty much speechless, but I mean, you guys are just popping out of that screen. And what's your feeling, Dave, as far as this is going to be a long week. You guys are going to be not sleeping for a week from the excitement, and it shows.
Yeah, exactly.
And it shows.
Yeah, it'll be a good one. There's a lot of people there, I guess.
Right.
What are you excited to meet, Nick?
Sure. Hope he's cool, dude.
He's going to be cool, but you know what? I mean, that's pretty much amazing. I mean, you guys are very, very powerful. I'm going to call you again, I'm Canadian, actually. Obviously.
Me too.
All right.
No, where are you from, Andrew? Where are you from?
Well, I was born here, but my parents are from London. I got the the dual
Guys.
citizenship. Where are you from?
Cause Hamilton, Ontario. We used to play in London all the time. So,
Yeah.
so were you brought up at Canada law, or you were born there and you moved here?
No, I was born. Me, my brother, and my sister were the first of either side of my parents' family to be born in the States. So I go up there all the time to like visit my family because my whole family lives up there.
Wow.
All my aunts and uncles and.
Andrew, we recorded at Grand Avenue Recording Studio, which was Danny Lanois, U2, Peter Gabriel, and all them, and that's why I learned to get into the recording and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But
Have you
Hamilton's
performed in
definitely-
Canada?
Huh?
Have you performed in
not
Canada?
yet. That's something we definitely want to do.
Yeah.
I'll hook you up, brother. We're gonna do. Listen. I'm gonna tell you. Swear to God, and I'm not that. Dan will tell you. I'm gonna hook up with Canada because maybe you guys do about maybe a 2 or 3 week there, and we'll hook you up everywhere. But there's only one thing, guys. You better love pasta because you probably end up staying with my mom, and she's gonna.
She'll
and you
cook
guys
you
are
a lot
gonna
of
be like the
pasta.
huge guys after rolling around on stage.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to get to.
Play shirtless to show it off. Too.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. That's the real rock and roll
Right,
right
and the
there.
thing
It
is too,
sure is.
and I would love to know. I was talking to Stephanie earlier because we're trying to figure out what everybody's comfortable, what kind of music, stoner rock and psychedelic. I'd like to actually start maybe a new vibe called something like the spaghetti vibe, the pasta vibe. You know what I'm
pasta
saying?
vibe.
You know what I'm saying? So that way there, I mean, you know, we can come up with something different. What's that?
Pastafari.
I like that. Pastafari. There you go. I love it, man.
Andrew Hall, Casey Garcia, and Dave Teget.
Mountain Tamer, the powerful, dynamic trio.
Give us some information about how we find you, upcoming shows, and all your social media.
Well, we're playing February 10th at Loaded Rock Bar in Hollywood with Nick Oliveri's Mondo Generator. And you can check us out on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube,
Great.
wherever you buy your digital music.
You can follow us on Instagram at MTNTMR, Facebook.com. It's Mountain Tamer. Same thing with Twitter.
And our website.
MTNTMR.
Yeah.
MTNTMR.com.
All right.
Yeah, right. All right.
Or just type in Mountain Tamer into Google.
Yeah.
Mountain Tamer.
Yeah.
Okay, guys,
That's
listen, you know what? It's been such a pleasure to have you guys on. And listen, God bless you guys. And again, we're going to definitely be running into you guys at one of your shows for sure.
For sure.
No
Awesome,
question, no question about it. So we really thank you. I know, I mean, it's going to be a long week for you guys because I got a feeling you're not going to be getting that much sleep. But you know what?
Thanks.
You know, listen, break a leg, guys. Really,
Yes,
thank you
good
very
luck.
much. And
Have
good
a
luck
great-
to you guys.
great
All
week.
the best of luck. All the best
Thank
of
you
luck to you
very
guys.
much.
We're looking forward to Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, no problem. Oh, okay. You know, one more thing about, because my favorite band was Rush, and you remember the band Triumph? Rocky Mountain Way? But anyway, because Canada,
I love that, man.
yeah, because Canada was known for their powerful trios, actually, to be honest with
That's
you.
good rock music, man. There's a lot of good rock music that came out, especially in the 70s.
Exactly. And also, guys, I've got a place for you guys to record at my cousin's place called Studio 410. I'm gonna Facebook you guys to be friends, and then you can see his studio checkup. Unbelievable, bro. I mean, he's got 2 recording studios plus a big stage. He's got a huge
Nice.
stage where you can actually do it live, and I see recording you guys like actually playing live, and it's going to be phenomenal.
Yes, that's the key.
Yeah. Exactly. Right.
Well, thank you so much for being here.
And thank you guys. God bless you guys. Have a great day.
Thank you, Off the Record TV. It's been fun.
Awesome.
All right,
Thank you.
thanks,
Bye.
guys.
Later.
Bye.
Peace out. Wow, what a great interview. These guys are going to blow up.
Yes, they are amazing, and so let's help them out. We would like to close the show with another track from Mountain Tamer, Wolf in the Streets. Check out our credits and find out how you can learn more about their upcoming shows, February 10th in LA with Mondo Generator, and all of their social media.
Thanks for watching Off the Record TV. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel, or hey, come visit us at offtherecordtv.org.
I'm Steph Bear. We want to thank Mountain Tamer for joining us today.
And I'm Frankie Lane. God bless you and have a great day.
Bye.